having a blessed Monday. Today, Monday? Yes, Monday. Okay. Hey, Pink Mystic, Deborah, Mary, Denise. Oh, yeah. Hello. We here on Nolan Wells. Okay, let's just get to this, okay? Because I've been listening to Tisa Tales, and they even had a John Lennon Lemon episode on, let me see, what was that on? Oh, yeah, they released the pictures of the Cajun Navy, the pictures of they had took of the view, the helicopter view of the island. Okay, and he got a hold of some of that. Okay, that's what that was. And then they explain, it's a report. So they explain each picture and all this kind of stuff. So I'm also looking at Tisa Tales. Okay, now let me get to the bottom of this. The reason I'm saying this is because I wanted to read cards on the female on the boat. So I Googled it, and it didn't tell me anything about the actual people that were on that boat. Okay, even though we got pictures. So listening to Tisa now, did not do a card read on Miss Katie and tell you she wasn't telling the whole truth. Okay. Are we here? Everything's alleged. My interpretation of my cards said she's suspect. Okay. Your entertainment. Hey, Lady Bird. So I wanted to throw some cards on that. And watching Tisa Tales told me the female on that boat, all the way down to the bathing suit. Okay. And the hat, the white hat. So what Miss Katie says that she wasn't on the boat, but she's got actual pictures that she was on the boat. And the thing about it is, the pictures are coming from, let me see, those pictures, some of those pictures were on her Instagram or Facebook. Okay. Like the girl said, she dry snitching. Okay. She's telling you, but she's not telling you. Okay. So, and the girl, there's a girl who's on this case that Tisa Tales has been using her footage in her commentary. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Katie was the female. Axe was Ben on the boat. That's the dad, Warren's dad. Asks about being a husband. That's interesting that this just came up like this. Okay. This is from Doris. What? Okay, that was the video I did yesterday. Interesting. Oh, by the way, I'm 5 subscriptions short of getting to 2,300. Can you help me out with those 5 subscriptions? If you haven't subscribed, can you please do so? In other words, yes. Can you help me out? 5 away. That's not that many. So close and yet so far. So anyway, it's interesting that I get this though. Yes, interesting. Okay, so I wasn't even looking for it. I don't know. Anyway, so now now they're talking about 4 boats. But here's the thing about it. I'm not dwelling on those 4 boats because it's that one boat. Okay. See, they try to confuse you. Now, you know how many boats there was from the get-go. Now it was 2. Now it's 3. Now it's 4. All them boats out there. Come on, y'all. Okay. Just stop letting them play with you. We got one boat. That's Warren's boat, who was supposed to be sinking and had to be towed. Okay? Hey, Michi. Hey, Julia. Right. There's a lot of fake information on the internet, and people, and even his friends, allegedly, okay, people on the island who feel the need to implement themselves. Oh, I was on the island when this happened. Oh, I saw Nolan. You know, they want to be a part of it. Okay. But they didn't see what happened. Okay. So you got to dissect that because these people are adding too much. And hey, got change. How you doing? So it adds to the confusion. So we're not going to deal with the fourth vote. Okay. Now, we want to deal, and I don't even want to deal with any more people than those actual people that were on that boat and Nolan's so-called friends. And like that girl told Katie, you need to tell the truth because you need to realize that them people are not your friends. And they're not. With friends like that, who needs enemies? If you got a bunch of friends, okay, that's willing to cover up the death of another so-called friend, those are not friends. Okay? Those are not friends. And they're only smiling in each other's face because they're all lying. Okay. That's what that is. And if they did it to Nolan, they'll do it to you. Just has to be the perfect temperature, so to speak. Okay? So, with that said, I want to look into, get a general read on this case because the energy changes every day. So I am going to do a current energy reading. And then I want to get into the female on the boat and the rest of them. The people on the boat. Sounds like that could be a scary movie, you know. The people on the boat. Well, actually, for Nolan, it was scary. I think about it. But the general energy, the current energy around the death of Nolan Wells, the current energy around the death of Nolan Wells. What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. The current energy. Around the death of Nolan. Xavier Wells. And we have the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor in reverse. Okay, this is somebody who's corrupt. Okay, this is a father figure, older male who is controlling. He is, stubborn, conflict, and a loss of power. Okay, losing the power and childish at the same time. Okay, these are the traits. This is the energy at the bottom of the deck. Okay, tell us more. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is the energy of foolish, immature, and procrastination. This is kind of telling me that it was a bunch of kids. Okay? It's a bunch of kids who were being foolish, immature, and they're even adults. That was the energy. And another reason why they lying is because they've been drinking and doing drugs, and we got a bunch of underage kids that shouldn't have been doing that. Nolan was only 18. What was he on? What was he drinking? Alcohol. Oh, he drinking alcohol and cocaine. The boy's 18. What you mean? See what I'm saying? Y'all trying to paint this narrative. Okay, paint it. Okay. All them grown folks, and this boy is doing drugs around all these people underage. He's only 18. He ain't even 20. See what I'm saying? And the rest of his friends, underage, drinking. Okay. And then this happens. Not only are they liberated, intoxicated, drugged up, the boy then died, and y'all all wrong as two left shoes. There you go. Two left shoes. Just wrong, wrong, wrong. Now you want to say it's an accident because, like I said from the beginning, everybody on the boat is negligent. Everybody was negligent. You was high, underage, drinking, whatever you want to call it, underage. Everybody on the boat, negligent. Everybody on the boat, wrongful death. So they running for the hills, boo-boo. Because you know them folks, they don't like that you messing with their money. Okay, now all of a sudden you got their attention. Okay. I don't know who brought the alcohol. And at the point I'm at this with all this line, I don't even care who brought the alcohol and the drugs. The point is they were drunk and high and they were underage. Now, who brought it? I don't know. And the thing about it is it may not even been on their boat. They have got access to someone else, through someone else, and they're drinking, and they shouldn't be doing that. And you got all these grown-ups. Okay. Well, 18, you grown. 18, you're responsible too. It's just that 21, you just full-fledged responsible, so to speak, even though you're responsible at 18. And the reason why Bart lawyered up is because Bart has his career is already starting in college and he's got sponsors. He lawyered up. Them other little boys don't have that. He's the only one that has that. They're just youngsters underage drinking. Right. It was very important in the, well, I don't know about providing the alcohol. In the Murdoch case, they were drinking. Okay. Whether they were underage or not, they were driving a vessel. See what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be drinking and driving no car or no boat anyway, or motorcycle. You're not supposed to be drinking under the influence and handling any kind of machinery. You see where I'm going with this? Why am I yelling? So that's the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. They're all negligent. Okay? They're all negligent. They are 18. Now, unless they're 17, they're all responsible. You see what I'm saying? It's not to protect their enemies. They protecting their money. Okay. They protecting their money, their trust funds. Okay. These kids, they families got money, honey. Okay. And they got boats that how would you say it? That emphasize their lifestyle, they got money, just like having an expensive car. Okay, so the stomach's pan. Okay, I don't know anything about them getting the contents of the stomach. They have not reported that. Diazepam, and alcohol. Okay, is that the stomach contents? Is that on paper, or is that what you heard? Because from my understanding, the contents of the stomach, the second coroner hadn't got that report. The throat, the contents of the stomach, and the water in the lungs. Let's see. We'll ask Google. Wait, hold on. Ooh. So this is how you're clearing pages, or you thought you cleared the page, the tabs, and now you got all this mess still coming up. See what I'm saying? It wasn't coming up before, but now it's coming up. All these tabs, 67 tabs. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, so anyway, they just getting on my nerves with this. Okay, Nolan Wells stomach contents. Okay, it says the purported toxicology report from Nolan Wells circulating through social media on various outlets is fraudulent. So, okay. The report also notes that the independent pathologist could not evaluate Nolan Wells, his lungs, his stomach, or certain. Let me see, tap on it. Okay, so they couldn't determine, and the reason why is because they didn't get that stuff. Okay, now I feel that if they would have gotten it, they still would have said undetermined. Okay, but they haven't been able to determine what the boy had. The body parts weren't there. The body parts were there. Okay, we're talking about his organs. We're talking about the inside. Right, correct, protect, but they're protecting their money, right, and careers, whatever. They're protecting it because the thing about it is a lot of people don't realize, okay, these people are about money. That's what this world is today. That's the problem. That is the problem, is the love of money. Even the songs, got to get that bag, money over hoes, okay? That's the problem. That's the problem. That's why a lot of y'all ain't sugar honey HIT down because you're putting too much on the money. You're going after the bag when you should be going after cheese. Jesus. But anyway, okay. So you got to realize that this is what they're protecting. Okay. Right now is a wrongful death lawsuit that can result in millions of dollars. That little boy, Warren, he could lose, these little kids, they could lose their whole trust fund, so to speak. Okay? Over this boy's over the negligence and underage they were doing on that boat. Okay? Even Nolan himself, let's say Nolan was drinking. He know he wasn't supposed to be drinking. What if it wasn't him? What if it was Warren? What if it was Warren that turned up dead? Okay? They all, Nolan included, would be negligent. Well, that's what they're saying. They're not going to release it. They're going to put it in front of a grand jury. Okay. That to me is just a delay. Okay. On, I don't know, whatever you want to do with the report. Do you want to switch it up? You want to implement things? Okay. You're trying to figure out an excuse how to get out of it. What? You're stalling. Michi, that's what, that's why they're stalling. Right. They're not in. Okay. Here's the thing about a wrongful death lawsuit. It's civil. First of all, it's a civil lawsuit, okay? And usually, okay, they wait until the coroner's reports a conviction, whatever's going on at that time, they will wait until that comes out before they actually do a wrongful death lawsuit. You can go on and do it, okay, but those reports will help your case. So people usually wait. Hi, Angel Heart. Right, okay, because it doesn't need a bad, I mean, what do you need a grand jury? A grand jury for what? Aren't you the pathologist? Aren't you supposed to be the one that determines this stuff? Here she comes. What you doing, girl? Mm-hmm. She up and about. So that's what it is. And they know it. They're stalling. They're stalling. They're trying to get conflicting reports or whatever they're trying to do, but they're trying to stall. They want it to be something different so that they cannot take, they don't have to take any responsibility for this boy's demise. Okay? See, this is pretty much one of those cases that ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Now, if it was them, oh, they would be demanding justice and all the reports, okay, so they can hurry up and sue. But now that the shoe is on the other foot, now they want to stall and get lawyers and threaten us, people to say anything with lawsuits and all this kind of stuff, trying to reverse psychology. Mm-hmm. Like I said, a hit dog will holler. So we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Foolishness, immaturity, and the Hierophant in reverse. That keeps coming up too. Now, this right here, the Hierophant represents rebellion, going against the norms. Okay, breaking the law, going against the law, hard-headed. Okay, they wasn't supposed to be drinking. And the Two of Wands. Yep. Got the little cat sitting on the branch. Choices. Okay. And the Tower in reverse. This is, see, avoiding. They are avoiding or delaying the catastrophe that's coming their way. Or they know all about this because this is what these people do. So they know that it could come to them. And the Queen of Cups. Ooh. Now this right here is my what's her name? What's that little girl named? Katie card. This is my Katie card. Now while she's coming up, there she go. On the boat. On the boat. We didn't even get the chance around to even asking the question. And here she come already. And the King of Cups in reverse. Now, the King of Cups is somebody who's on the defense. Look at these little birdies. Look at the birdies on the boat. How many birds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 birdies. 6 swords. They all know. They all have knowledge. About the King of Cups in reverse. Because they were on the boat. So that's telling you that this incident either happened on the boat or all these people were around when it happened. And there we go. The Hangman in reverse. Stuck in the past. Stuck in the past. If you're stuck with the lies. Mm-hmm. Refusing to see it in another perspective. Yeah, because he in trouble. Here's the thing about this case, about this situation. It could have been an all-out accident. I mean, there was a fight. Okay. But a thing about it is, when you are in a fight, okay, if you have a weapon or not, if the person, whoever gets hurt, really hurt in that fight, the other person is held responsible to some extent, depending on the amount of hurt that was done. You see what I'm saying? Okay. It may be an accident in the sense that I didn't intend to kill him. We were fighting. Okay. He fell down, hit his head, and it kills him. You're responsible because you were fighting. You see what I'm saying? And that's when the manslaughter charges come in. But the fact, too, is where the other people come in is they were all drunken and on that boat. And they lying. See what I'm saying? It is more, it's more reasonable for these people to tell the truth than it is to protect a lie. You see what I'm saying? Because that puts you in the wrong when you may not have been in the wrong or that serious of a wrong. You may be responsible for drinking and driving, underage drinking. Okay. But because you're lying, you are now involved in a murder case. Something that is murder. This is a death. This boy didn't die. He done lost his life. And yeah, you sitting up there lying. So that's why everybody looking at you and and what you're saying don't add up. What happened don't add up. People saying they wasn't on the boat and they got pictures, they smack dab on the boat. See what I'm saying? That part. That's why there's so much controversy around this because of the obvious lies. The math ain't mathing. And it's obvious they are protecting someone, but they're protecting someone in the midst that their guilt. And these are young teenage people, okay? So just imagine the impact is tenfold. It would be better off if they told the truth and say what happened than sitting up there lying, because somebody was fighting with Nolan. Somebody was in a fight with Nolan. He wasn't fighting himself. See what I'm saying? And then the guilty party makes everybody else feel guilty and scared, okay? So they won't tell on him. You know how that goes. Eight of Wands. We got some action. Quick action. Quick action. Quick action. And the Queen of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Wands in reverse. See, she's the one trying to avoid a chaos or delay it. So she hurried up. Now, this lady wasn't even on the boat. This judge, she wasn't on the boat. I don't know if she was on the island, but she wasn't on the boat. There's only one female on the boat, I believe, and that's Katie. There was another female. It wasn't this. It could be allegedly. I don't think she was on the boat, and I got that feeling yesterday too. She wasn't on the boat, but she's all up in the sauce. Okay. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. See. So there is disputes, conflict, all in the family. Okay. They worried about their money. Inheritance. Seven of Swords. They see, I'm saying, Seven of Swords. They lying. There it is there. And that's going over the Six of Swords. Everybody on the boat. Lying. Okay. It's next to the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the family. Lying. Oh, let me show. Okay. Okay. There we go. Y'all see the cards. And lying. Allegedly. And the Seven of Wands. Okay. They're going to stop protecting this person. This person is, see, this person, the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, this is a grown man here. This Seven of Wands talks about protection, defending. Okay, But in reverse, they're tired. There's surrender. There's exhaustion. Hmm. And the Seven of Pentacles, just waiting. And the Four of Pentacles. Hmm. Holding it closely to their chest. They're stuck. They're stuck. They're stuck in the past. They're tired. They're okay. They're stuck in the past because they're not being truthful. And as long as they're not being truthful, they're going to be stuck there. And then we have the Three of Swords in reverse. There's forgiveness. There's healing. And the Three of Cups. Healing among friends. And the Eight of Cups in reverse at the same time. Okay. There was a celebration and there was a regret. And the Five of Cups, loss. Loss and despair. And the Nine of Swords in reverse. Still in that nightmare, trying to get out of it. Okay. But they got to get through it to get to it. Okay. And Justice in reverse. Okay. This talks about all that lack of accountability, corruption, disloyalty. Okay. All that. And the Four of Cups in reverse. Okay. Acceptance. When they can take responsibility, there will be acceptance and some healing. Okay. The sun, the star, excuse me, in reverse. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This gives me, this star in reverse reminds me of the energy of Nolan. Okay. And the Nine of Cups in reverse. I mean, the Nine of Pentacles, the abundance that he is no more. But he has acceptance and he has healing and forgiveness. There's death. Okay. So they need to end in order for them to have a new beginning. And the Queen of Swords in reverse. They need to end the lies. Stop blocking the truth. The Six of Cups of the past, of what happened. And we have the family so that they can come right. Okay? So they can end the conflict within the family. And cooperation, partnership. Mm-hmm. This is the energy, current energy on the death of Nolan Wells. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles talks about overindulgence, manipulation, and financial issues. Okay, so we got a whole read right here. And it starts off with the people on the boat. Okay, starts off with the people on the boat and the disaster that they are trying to avoid. So basically, they need to take notes from that Michael Jackson song, "Man in the Mirror." Each one of them, each and every one of them, they mama, they daddy, they sister, they brother. Okay, they need to start with the man in the mirror, because that's the problem. That is definitely the problem. Right. And if that and but the thing about it is they're young and they dumb. Okay. And they're scared. And I'm pretty sure the responsible people, the more responsible people, because they're 18, they're responsible too. But the more responsible people, I believe, are implementing fear into these children who are already devastated by watching their friend die for whatever reason. And now they got to go through all this. Not to mention, because they help cover it up, so to speak. They panicked. They panicked. And because they panicked, they have implemented themselves. They made themselves what? An accessory. Okay. Right, Victoria. Victory Nick. And it's a sad all the way around. So now that they're lying, okay, they have left themselves open to all kind of accusations and assumptions, okay? Because the folks know you're lying. That's why they coming to their own conclusion, because they know you're lying. Victory Nick Moore. Check. Okay, Victory Nick Moore. We'll call you Victory. Mm-hmm. Manslaughter, right. It's manslaughter because it's like the reason why they have the manslaughter or involuntary manslaughter, okay, is because you are taking some type of responsibility, accountability for your actions. Okay. Now, everybody on the boat is not going to be hit with a manslaughter charge. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to be hit with that charge, but still, the panic and all that. What was the word? Well, that's the thing about it. If he drowned, okay, he may not have drowned if he was already dead. And whether he drowned or not, where were they? They're all right there. Oh yeah, thumbs up the video, especially if you agree with what I'm saying. If you agree with this read, thumbs this video on up. Okay, thumbs it on up. Now, let's talk about Katie being in the boat. Okay. They was young and got scared, right? But there were older adults on that boat too, but everybody was scared, panicked. And the thing about it is, yeah, keep thumbsing up the video, you guys. Okay, you know, I know there's a lot of people in the background that agree and understand what I'm saying. Can you please thumbs up the video? I know. Reach out. Oh, you could thumbs it up with your remote if you're watching me on TV. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm trying to get to at least 30 thumbs up before I do the read on Katie. Okay. Before I get to that, before we go to read, okay, now they done dropped off. Okay, bye. Bye, Felicia. Can I get another? There we go. Let's get this party started, so to speak. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So it might have been one of the people on the boat that left the room. Right. They could have just told the truth. But because they were intoxicated and they're tripping out and not in their right minds, this was their response. Okay. However, now that you have sobered up, you need to come out and tell that truth. Okay, because I'm pretty sure that them friends may not even have been fighting with Nolan. They know who it was. Okay, and they need to take that responsibility and stop trying to bring everybody down, because that's what they're doing. Bringing everybody down, scaring you into protecting them. That's what it is. Oh, I got a Charlie horse in my leg. Oh, I gotta stand up. Okay, so, I got this Charlie horse. What happened was, I get these cramps, and it is side effects from whatever. But my point is that, you know, when you get in a Charlie horse or a cramp in your a muscle cramp, okay, you got to get out of it in a certain amount of time, or you just got to go through it. Okay, that's what that was. I didn't jump up in enough time. Okay, so, but you're right. But now, especially now, is one of the best times that you could come out and you could do the best thing for yourself in telling the truth. Especially if this was not meant to happen. You didn't mean this to happen. You didn't have nothing to do with it, okay? You need to be Paul. I don't know, y'all. You need to be Bennett. I ain't in it. All right. Katie. What was Katie doing all up on the boat? Mm-hmm. And then, you know, and I mean, and still in reality, okay, none of them was his friend. Okay. If I'm your friend, I'm your friend. That's just me. Okay. And I know I'm in trouble, but I'm not going to leave you there like that. We just going to have to go down. I'm going to get you some kind of help. Maybe I'll leave then. But I'm not going to just leave you. And I certainly am not going to throw you back in the damn river. That's even worse. I done made it even worse for myself. Throwing you back in, okay? Tell us the energy with Katie on the boat. On the boat. Katie was on the boat. Tell us about Katie on the boat. What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Right, drinking and drugging. Okay. So it's like, well, if you got to take me to jail, you got a whole bunch of people to take. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Because they wasn't no friends. It was, I know you're not going to know how people are going to react, but I do think that they were under the influence. And because there were older people on that boat, I don't know how many were older than 18, but I think they were influenced and frightened by these older people, and maybe whoever caused the actual death of this boy. You see what I'm saying? And then to even tell what happened may even give a better understanding. Because here's the thing. What if they were all on the boat fighting? Okay. And then the fight ended up between two people. They're all drunk. And you were sitting up there thinking that you didn't kill this man when you didn't. Because they were intimidated by somebody else. Definitely intimidated by somebody else. Then you got the other people singing in their ear who are only worried about the money. And hit, oh, we're going to be sued and you're going to lose this, you're going to lose that. And the child is, okay. You know what I'm saying? A swallow of pickle juice works faster. Hey, Stephanie. So you got to put yourself in these children's shoes, okay? Because this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the people on the boat. We're not dealing with anybody else, any other boats around. We're dealing with these people because they know what happened. Okay. And we're looking at Katie and the boat's energy. What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. There we go. Let's get into it. Katie's energy on the boat. Manipulation. The magician in reverse represents manipulation. Okay? Deceit. Bad intentions, illusion, and confusion. Tell us more. Temperance in reverse. Oh, she drinking too. Overindulgence. The 9 of Cups. Oh, she was drunk. Lord have mercy. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Talks about selfishness. And the Death card. and the Wheel of Fortune. See that little wheel going around? Okay. There she go. There she go. She popped up on the first line. This thing about death, I know death card represents the beginning, an ending, and a beginning. But I also think that this um, is telling me that she's a witness to the death. Mm-hmm. And she was drinking and intoxicated just like the others. Okay, we have the three of swords in reverse, which represents forgiveness and healing. And we have the king of swords in reverse. Now, this king of swords, interesting. Okay, so what time is it? Oh, I gotta go get my energy drink. I left it in the freezer. Okay, I don't want it to explode. So the king of swords in reverse. We're gonna go to the book on this one. King of swords in reverse. Oops. This talks about controlling. Okay, basically trying to control the narrative. Let's see. And the page of wands in reverse. Okay, disappointment. Yeah, and rebellion. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the ace of wands is in reverse. The ace of wands is in reverse. Okay. This talks about a lack of energy. This is not that spontaneous, out of nowhere energy. And I'm pretty sure because she was intoxicated. And 9 cups of liquor, it's going to have you pretty, yeah. And okay, so check this out, the chariot. Okay. The first thing that runs through my mind is she took off. Okay. First chance she got, she took off. And now she is trying to save face with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, trying to recover. Clarity, communication, knowledge. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This might be her mom. But this, okay, this is manipulation over indulgence. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. Hmm. Talks about arrogance and reckless. Hmm. And the Two of Cups. So I'm thinking that her and Nolan were intoxicated. Uh, mhm. And she also decided to cooperate with the lie and the hermit. Uh huh. So she's got communication with someone as well. And it may be this energy here, this lady, or it's just simple energy and judgment. Okay. Katie is Wusa. Okay. And weighing the decisions, okay, because she knows. She knows. So I believe that her decisions also can complete this whole thing. Because, like I said, she was on the boat. And the sun in reverse. She's depressed, rightfully so, but nevertheless, she's still standing. She might be stuck in the past as well with the hangman in reverse. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Lack of teamwork. Hmm. And the Lovers. Oh no, the Tower in reverse. Okay. She's trying to avoid what she conceives is a disaster. Okay. And the Six of Cups. Okay. Not being able to let go of the past. The thing with Katie is trying to avoid by disaster. She doesn't want to work with the team. She don't want to work with nobody. She wants everybody to go away. And it ain't gonna happen, Captain. Okay? It's not gonna happen, Captain. Okay. Who else was on the boat? Hi, Dottie. Hey, Sin. So now we got Warren. Warren's on the boat. Warren has been implicated, okay, as far as allegedly doing harm to Nolan. Let's see what he looks, what his energy. Okay. What's the energy with Warren on the boat? We did look into his energy with Nolan, and there's some jealousy. Okay. You got to remember, these boys were childhood friends. Okay. You grow up and you guys start advancing in your life's path, and you start to grow feelings that may not have been there. They may have been there, when you were little, but now you've grown up more, so now they're more what do you call it, they're more felt, they're more intense. Okay, so give us Warren's energy on the boat, that tragic fateful night. Warren on the boat, what do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. We got Warren, guys. What's his energy? Everything's alleged for your entertainment. My interpretation of the cards. There's no facts in this video. We're just going by interpretation of the energetic realm of what happened to Nolan Wells. Oh, the sun in reverse. So he's going through depression, sadness. Yeah, loss of hope. Tell us more. Ooh. The Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. And the Seven of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles. His choices. His financial choices. There we go. Judgment. There we go with the Tower in reverse. Avoiding. Ignoring, avoiding. And the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Taking something. Selfishness. And it talks about unpaid debts. Interesting. And the Knight of Swords. And the Four of Pentacles. He's trying to hold on to his money. Okay. So he's charging in like he knows what happened because he's trying to hold on to his money. And the Empress in reverse. Okay. Yeah. Domestic issues. And the Eight of Swords in reverse. So he's got issues at home, okay, rightfully so. And he is trying to get some type of freedom from this home life. Hence, he's worried about his money, okay. And the Nine of Wands, yeah. He's battle weary. And he's trying to heal as well. And the King of Swords in reverse. And the Knight of Swords. And strength, protection. And the Nine of Swords in reverse. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. So he's stressed out, and he's trying to get out the stress too of his reckless behavior. Like I said, they're all reckless. And the King of Cups in reverse. And the Hangman in reverse. So I think he's having difficulty getting away from this King of Cups in reverse guy who is frustrated. He's really what? He's hypersensitive. Let me see. Wait. Defensive. He's defensive. And there we go. There's Katie. hmm Stuck in the past. And there's Katie. And there are the Three of Cups. So I don't know if they had a relationship in the past. I think there may have been tension. Yeah, she has a new love interest, okay, and he thinking he gonna go home and get some hometown, okay, and it didn't work that way, and he's frustrated and he's jealous because out of all these little kids, okay, he's got it going on, and you gonna turn me down? I know you lying, okay. There we go with the Ten of Swords in reverse. Yep. Mm-mm-mm. And the Knight of Cups. Mm-mm-mm. The Knight of Cups. And the Wheel of Fortune. And the Six of Wands in reverse. So he was embarrassed. He was shamed. Somebody was. Okay. And even though we're doing this on Warren, okay, he's worried about his money right now. Okay. He's worried about his money. But I think this Bart guy comes in because he comes into me as the King of Cups. Okay. Warren comes into me as uh Pentacles, Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, something like that. He comes to me as Pentacles. Okay. So allegedly, okay, that Katie may have had a little thing with Warren. I mean, Nolan. And maybe if she did have something with Bart, it was not reciprocated. And in a man, that could be a dangerous thing. And we know that. Okay. It can be a dangerous thing. Yeah, and a woman. We're talking about a man. Don't come at me. You know what I'm talking about. In a man, that could be a dangerous thing. Rejection. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not the same. It's not the same as a female rejection. Okay, having rejection, she ready to fight. She'll fight you. But a man, oh no, he trying to kill you. Allegedly. Thanks for the jam and jewels. Ooh. So now, okay, I'm going to take a water break, but we're going to go in. Oh, I got to get my drink out the freezer. But we're going to go in with what's his name? Bart. Bart. What you doing, girl? Huh? You coming out that closet? a good thing I took it out because it's not froze, but it's slush. Okay. Now we got Bart. Hello, vitamins. Thank you for the jewels. Oh, this bedroom is not orange, baby. It's pink. It may be off on the color because of the lighting, but it's pink. This is a pink room. I have a green room. I had a blue room, but I painted it. Okay, so we're going to go into energy on Bart. What's the energy with Bart on the boat? What's that energy? Bart, what can you tell us? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Bart. Mm-hmm. Bart on the boat. Wheel of Fortune. Now that's a good, supposed to be good luck because it's upright, but it's also what goes around comes around. There is a cycle here. Okay. Change. Okay. Change. Okay. The wounded soldier, he's still standing. Mm-hmm. Ooh. And the devil in reverse. That's not good. Okay. So this talks about freedom, independence, and taking control. Interesting. Didn't I tell you there was somebody older, okay, that was acting large and in charge? Maybe he taking control of the situation and presenting himself as the good guy, towing the people, okay, towing the boat, and the Page of Cups in reverse. But there is emotional immaturity as well, and manipulation with the Magician in reverse. Okay. Ooh. And the Four of Swords in reverse, laid to rest. Let's see. Got to get more room here. Judgment. He made a decision. There we go. There's the decision. Two of Pentacles, okay? Two of Pentacles talks about choices and finances. He's got partnerships. Oh, yeah. Endorsements. And the Knight of Swords. Charging in. Okay? And the Ace of Pentacles. Well, He made the choice and he took the opportunity to charge on in and take control. The Lovers in reverse. Of a bad relationship. And the Ten of Cups in reverse. And the High Priestess in reverse. So the secret is out. This is overindulgence. It's also upset. Cups are emotions. And when they're in reverse, you are pissed. You are intoxicated. You could be both. Mm-hmm. Lovers, in reverse, bad relationship, bad choices, and the Five of Cups. Now you're in despair and there's a loss. Mm-hmm. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, financial loss. Mm. And the King of Pentacles. And Temperance in reverse. Ooh. Everybody was drunk. Everybody was overindulged. The Three of Wands in reverse. The Three of Wands in reverse. Definitely some obstacles or delays here, okay? And limitations. And it looks like you've over exceeded. You have exceeded your limitations. And it's become a burden. Now you're stressed out. Because everybody knows, secrets out, you are stressed. And the Queen of Wands in reverse. And the Sun in reverse. And the Four of Pentacles are trying to hold on to something. They holding on to something. They're holding on to maybe some evidence, some knowledge, some money. They are holding on information. The Fool. Wow. It talks about a new beginning and a innocence and a leap of faith. I wonder is Nolan's parents, I mean not Nolan, Warren's parents have any type of sponsorship or investment in this boy Bart? Just curiosity or sponsorships. And the Queen of Swords in reverse. And the Four of Cups in reverse. She's accepting because she doesn't know. And I'm asking the question because of this line right here. The Queen of Wands in reverse. This is somebody not to be F with, okay? But this is also my Judge Ashley card, okay? And right here is holding on to something in the Pentacles. I'm wondering if these people, they get endorsements, they get support, financial support, people that got money, and maybe do they have some type of investment maybe in Nolan? I don't know. I'm just asking. Okay. But Nolan is stressed out as well, and rightfully so. Okay. And it's showing that he was large and in charge. Okay. You think so, Deborah? It could be. I didn't see. I didn't see Julianne's question. But I don't think the call was originally a call for Nolan. I think the call was to cover it up. Okay. However, instead of getting more people involved in this situation, they decided to cancel that call and handle it themselves, especially since they called somebody's grandpa who was able to tell them what to do. Well, I think they want the case to drag on. Okay. They're trying to drag it on. As we speak, they're trying to drag this on. That's why you're getting all the lies and the stories not matching up. They're already dragging it on. So do you think they're going to drag it on? Yes, they're already doing so. Okay. Do you think we'll get some answers? Yes, we're getting answers. We're getting answers. The same at this. This is a perfect case of let them talk. Okay, let them talk. Let them continue to lie, and they are continuing to disprove what they're saying. So let them talk. You can't trust any of them, Dottie, because they're all about the money. They don't care about that boy. Okay, he's gone now. There's nothing they can do about it. Okay, now they're worried about them lawsuits, and rightfully so. They had the body 2 days. Right. It was risky behavior all the way around. Okay. It was risky, negligent, carelessness all the way around. Even if this didn't happen to Nolan, they were very negligent. Okay. And to sit up there and get sloppy drunk on a boat is not I'm sorry, that's not the thing to do. There's a good chance that when this happened, okay, that they put that boy on the island because, like they said, that it's funny that he turned up in the same spot that he was vacationing, celebrating in. So what's going on? What we're seeing is the parents trying to do the cleanup. Okay, damage control. Okay, behind these children, and they are adults. I don't know whose boat that it actually belongs to. Now I hear that Paradise Island or that other island that that girl said she was on is right next to the Horn Island. Just hop on the boat and okay, and roll on over. So, who else was on that boat? Who was Wyatt? Okay, I hear Wyatt. Who was Wyatt? Oh, yes, that was ice cold. Good Lord. Woo-wee. Who's Wyatt? Okay, was he on the boat? Okay, so he was on the boat too. Yes. Wyatt was involved. Ooh, that's the first look at that. And according to public statements and interviews regarding the Nolan Wells case on Horn Island, Wyatt and Warren are among the individuals associated with the boats out on the water that day. Oh, okay. I'm thinking Warren's boat. They refer to the boat as Wyatt's boat. Oh, oh, Wyatt's boat. I'm saying Warren's boat. Y'all, it was Wyatt's boat. Y'all supposed to correct me with this stuff. They wear a life jacket. And I didn't see nobody with no life jacket on. Okay, so we looking at Wyatt. Okay, so tell us the energy with Wyatt on the boat. Does it say his last name? Wyatt. Oh, Wyatt's boat. I'm saying Warren's boat is Wyatt. What's up with Wyatt? What's that energy? Nolan's friend Wyatt. Okay. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Uh-huh. The Hierophant in reverse. Wyatt Pyron. But they said it was Wyatt's boat. Seat cushions and secretions. Oh, wow. Okay. The Hierophant. Going against tradition. Hard headed. Okay. Wyatt. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. He got family issues too. And the Empress. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that was a double whammy there. Wyatt got some dysfunctional and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. That's funny. The Ace of Cups talks about, oh, emotional loss, okay, and depression. And the Star in reverse. So he's really depressed over his friend Nolan, okay? And the King of Swords in reverse. He's being manipulated as well. And the Ace of Pentacles. So there may be some new information that comes out about this gentleman here. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so he's foolish and immature, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay. He's got concern about his money as well. And the Hermit. So there's some self-reflection, probably guilt. It's probably guilt. And the Lovers in reverse. Yeah. Bad choices. Yeah. And the Six of Cups in reverse. It's really hard to let go of the past because of the trauma. It's really hard. And this is not, every day. And see, the thing about it is, this was somebody they hung out with. This is somebody close, okay? It's not every day that your friend dies and he died in front of their eyes, so to speak, and it's real close. It's different. It hits different. It hits much, much harder. So, yeah. And then the thing about it is the having to be secret and you know what I'm saying? Having to be secret about it. That's even more torment. Just more torment. Yeah. Okay. So we have forgiveness and healing in his read too, in his energy. Yeah. But one thing, I remember when I experienced the first time I ever experienced the death. Well, she was murdered, okay, but still, I never had anybody close to me pass away. It was really devastating. It was devastating. It took a while to get over. And these people, and I didn't have to keep a secret, so I was able to express my feelings and woo, 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 woo. But these people are getting the pressure from all sides. Okay, the parents because they don't want to get hit with a lawsuit. The person who's guilty, the underage drinking, the what do you call it? The conflict going in the on in his mind. The oh right. I think you're right, Pete. I think yeah. I think yeah. Because they're more worried about the money. Okay. In the meantime, this is emotionally affecting these boys, these kids. Hmm. And their friend, they can't even grieve their friend because the parents are sweating down their back because they worried about the money. Not to mention whatever other problems they had going on in the home before this even evolved. These children are all being manipulated, okay? And it's really behind money. And they also have to bear their own conviction. There it is, conviction. Because they were drinking and they know they weren't supposed to be drinking. Not only was they drinking, they were just getting drunk, even more negligent. Okay. They wasn't sipping. They weren't drinking. They were drinking. Catch that tea. Okay. Hmm. They're also worried about getting in trouble. Well, yeah, well, that's part of the manipulation. Okay. That's part of the manipulation. They're not going to get in trouble, or they weren't going to get in trouble. Not like that. Not like this. Underage drinking and somebody died. Yeah. Hmm. So some of them are going to get hit more than others, but basically, no. Mm-mm. Even though they were wrong for being on that boat and drinking like that, underage and drinking on a boat, they still were not going to get in that much trouble. But the fact that that boy got ended, a life ended, is what really hit him. Okay, that just shook the whole. That was the tower. That was the tower for them. Hmm. Yeah, what a tangled web we weave when we practice to deceive, and that's what they've done. Hi, Shanta, and thanks for the jewels. Oh, they knew they may have known that, but what I'm saying is they are going to get hit with underage drinking. Okay, drinking and driving underage. drinking, get hit with a charge, probation. It's their first time. They don't have a criminal history that I know of. And as a matter of fact, if you do what you're supposed to do, it's going to fall off your record anyway. It won't go on your record since it's the first time. And you know how that goes. You know how that goes. They gonna get a slap on the wrist. But to sit up there and lie and throw that boy back in the water, that's where everybody messed up at. You've been better off, okay, telling the truth and bringing the boy home and showing what happened, okay, and sorry, rather than to throw him back in the water or throw him in the water or whatever you did. You unloaded the body, okay, you left him. See, that's where you messed up. Let's keep going. We're on Wyatt, the King of Pentacles. That might be his daddy. Ooh. The devil in reverse. Told y'all it's about the money. Trying to recover, trying to free this situation up. And the Four of Pentacles trying to hold on to their money. Now, I'm pretty sure somebody told their parents the truth of what happened. Okay. And you know how you're sitting there, you're listening to your child and they're telling you, and you're just like, oh, okay. And then they told you they threw the body back in the water, and he's like, oh, say it isn't so. Okay. That's when they had to get to calling their lawyers. Okay. Okay. And telling them this is what you're going to say. Okay. Because you all in it now. So now you're going to listen to me and you're going to do what I tell you. You hear me, boy? I can just say it. Yes, Daddy. I can just say it. Okay, I'm telling you, I can tell you the scenario, girl. We know how it is. We know how it is. Ooh, child. We know how it is, okay? Oh, man. That just came to me. I wonder is that what happened? Because it just came to me like that. I was feeling that. Woo-wee. Okay. Let's keep going. There we go. With the 10 of Swords. In reverse. Now, the 10 of Swords, I'm going to tell you the truth. To me, the 10 of Swords in reverse still makes me feel like betrayal. Okay? Betrayal. But it's kind of like not straight betrayal. And then, like I just said, throwing him back in the water or leaving him, whatever, okay? You betrayed. You betrayed him. Leaving that boy there. And there we go. Here she comes. The Queen of Cups. Interesting. And we have the hangman in reverse here. So we have Katie pops up again. She's been popping up all through these readings, okay? She pops up again, or a girl. We'll just say the queen of the, okay, I don't know. It maybe represents somebody else. And this is making excuses and they're stuck in the past. They're stuck. They're stuck. And this may have to do with the Queen of Cups. Something about the Queen of Cups has them all. And the Four Swords. Ooh. That's the mini death card. Four Swords in reverse. Okay. And it's hard. They're stuck in the past. This girl and this death. And the moon in reverse. So it's not hidden anymore. And the Chariot. Okay. Moving forward. So getting over the fear of this boy's death behind this girl. He's scared. Or he will, okay. This thing is, these folks, yeah, they were scared. Like somebody said in the comments, panicked. Okay. And now the time is out and they've sobered up. Okay. They're starting to realize, I believe, the Eight of Cups in reverse. The regret. And the regret, well, the regret is all over the place. The regret is all over the place. You got 8 cups here, okay? There's a regret for each cup. Drinking, fighting, okay? Leaving that boy like you did, okay? Not giving him any help, lying, okay? Just the possibilities, the line is endless here. And the Knight of Swords charging in. They may have, they may have had something to do. Maybe they tried to break the fight up. Maybe they were holding this person, trying to hold that person, okay? I don't know. In the world. So Wyatt, don't be surprised. Okay, don't be surprised if he comes forward with some information. Okay, don't be surprised if any of them come forward with some information, because the more people you have, the more you are likely to get the down to the truth. Okay, see what I'm saying? There was like 7, who knows, people on that boat. So you have more choices. Even the person that knocked him down, so to speak, allegedly, maybe he hit his head, but you're the one that knocked him down that caused him to hit his head. Maybe even he will come forward. Okay, but these kids are going to come forward because now they have sobered up. They're watching the social media just like everybody else. They are not little bitty babies, so they do form their own opinions. They're grown. They could do whatever they want to do. Mm-hmm. That part. Okay? Mm-hmm. Right, 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 right. Okay. And the thing about it is, if they would have told the truth, if they would have told the truth and the stories all match, okay, they wouldn't have been charged with that. The person who was fighting with Nolan, and they said him and Nolan was fighting. She said, he say, she say, he say. Everybody said that it was you two. Everybody saying it was you. You're going to get hit with that charge because now you done got, I don't know how many witnesses that's saying that y'all was fighting and the boy hit his head or something, or you threw him overboard and left him there. Punched him and he went overboard. You don't know if he was knocked out or not. He might have been knocked out. Okay? Hey, Corinne, how you doing, girl? Yeah. Okay, so now we got Wyatt, but we got some more people. I'm going to end this. Okay, I'm going to land the plane. As soon as we got some more people on the boat. Who else was on the boat? Okay, now we got Warren and Wyatt. What was that other little boy's name? Because it was three of his friends. Let me see. Eli. Oh, Eli. There was an Eli on there? Yes. Oh, well, why ain't nobody talking about Eli? Why Eli so quiet? Okay, so now we get to some nitty gritty. Eli, where you at? Eli, come to the front. Eli Petalo. I don't know how he pronounces it, but we got an Eli. Right, Eli Jacks. Oh, yeah. Where's Eli? And you sure it's quiet. You gotta watch them quiet ones. That's a little too quiet, especially in the incidents involving a death. Oh, really? Eli. Tell us about Eli on the boat. Yeah, Eli. Oh, now we getting down to the sugar honey iced tea. Eli. What's that energy? Can you tell us about Eli on the boat? Oh, yeah. Is that the little dark haired boy? The tallow. want us to know about Eli Jacks on the boat. And thank you for your answers. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Y'all didn't tell me about Eli. The Page of Wands in reverse. Ooh. Delays, rebellion, and disappointment. Let me look at this little boy. Eli and the other friends stated that Nolan Wells, okay, so he collaborated their story. Uh-huh. They don't got enough. Now they talking about the other boats and 15 to 17 people on the other boat. Okay, now they point finger. Now we ain't talking about the other boat. Oh, now they come up with the names. So it was Eli, Eric. Who's Eric? Wyatt and Warren. Who's Eric? Oh, heck no. Oh, no. Okay, so we got Eli here. Okay. Tell us more. The Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, that could be he's lying or he doesn't know. But he's got to know. He was on the boat. Come on now. Oh, he lying. Smoke and mirrors. Okay. That just come right out the blue. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Talks about financial loss, overindulgence, and manipulation. Oh, look at here. Look what Eli gets on the first row. I'm not even finished with the first row. And he gets the Seven of Swords in reverse. Oh, boy. And we have the Emperor in reverse. Eli. The Emperor in reverse. Stubborn, conflict, loss of power, childish, controlling. Eli is Warren Hudson's brother. Well, no, he don't have a Hudson last name. Okay, so and the Nine of Cups in reverse. And the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Why are they getting all these Nine of Pentacles in reverse? It talks about losses and a false sense of security. Let me look at the book. This Nine of Pentacles in reverse sure keeps coming up. Okay, overspending and materialistic tendencies. It also represents overworking. But I don't think, do they got a day job? Do they have a job? Okay, okay. So these boys are basically materialistic. Okay. And the hangman in reverse. Yeah, he's stuck in the past too. Uh-huh. The hangman in reverse. And they missing opportunities in the two of cups. Okay. So he's a friend too in the past. And he's depressed about the whole situation as well, but he's lying. Okay. And the two of swords in reverse was a decision. Okay. Now let me tell you about this seven of wait a minute. Oh, this is the five of swords. Oh, not the seven. The five of swords. The five of swords, unlike the seven, is avoiding conflict, deceit, and regret. Okay. So this Eli is lying too. And he's probably lying about his part in this situation. Okay. hmm So we have the five of swords and resentment and the wheel of fortune. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if this gentleman here and the Six of Cups in reverse has come forth with some information. He's not able to let go of the past. He's stuck in the past. Okay. You know, they all are. And the moon in reverse. And he's scared. He was scared. And the devil in reverse. So these people are getting over that fear. That fear that they're sobering up. They're sobering up. And the magician, okay, and the manipulation. And I think there's manipulation on his part because he had more to do with it. And the Five of Cups, despair, loss. hmm And the Knight of Swords. Yeah, he may have went charging in as well. You know, okay, they were all drinking, getting in his licks or whatever. I don't know. But the Hermit, yeah, they're all sitting there reflecting. They've had time to reflect. They have time to sober up. Now, the thing about this situation here is they were intoxicated. Yes. under the influence of whatever. Yes. But in, okay, that situation, they are also being hit with the death of this boy that has occurred. And they were on the boat and they know about it. So they're not just recovering from a hangover. Okay. They are recovering from this just straight terrified, and the load, the worry that they carry because of it. So yeah, this isn't your typical hangover that they're getting over. They're over the hangover and the event. Okay. And the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and the family, and the conflict, and trying to get out the cold, recovery. This talks about regret, poverty, and loneliness. Yeah. And the Ace of Wands. And when you have a lot of stress, it makes you tired, takes a lot out of you. And believe me, yep, look at him, ready to move on. Okay, but see, the thing about it is, you still taking that knowledge and that stress with you. He was on the boat, and this is what he's thinking about over and over in his head. He was on that boat. At the end of the day, he was on that boat. And the Ace of Pentacles, and he had the opportunity, and he had the opportunity to stop. Okay, what was going on? Oh, but it happened so fast. Okay, you know what I'm saying. And the Ace of Swords, he knows. Oh, does he know? And the Empress, he knows. Yep, he knows all the business. It may have happened fast, but he knows. And the Hierophant, okay? The Hierophant. That's interesting. So I think that Mr. Eric, or Eli, excuse me, Eli, may had something to do with it. But if he did, this is all alleged anyway. Okay. But he definitely knows. He was on the boat and he knows. Okay? He was on the boat and he knows. Now, Ike wasn't on the boat that I know of, but Eric was. This is out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 would be Bart and Katie. Eric. Now, we have these people on a boat, but this is not the same boat. There's too many black people in this picture, so it ain't the same. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, and this was an upload in May. So they were posing. Eric. Oh, who is this? Oh, I don't have TikTok, so I can't see it. Okay, thank you very much, Eric Alcantara. Oh, he's 27 years old. He been charged with a DUI. Guevara. He was charged with vehicular homicide and leaving the scene of an accident. This, wait, is this the same person? Wait a minute. Oh my God. This is in Tennessee. Wait a minute. This may not be the same person. Give me a minute, you guys. I'm trying to find his age. I don't know, you guys. I'm trying to find it. Okay. Nolan's friend, Eric Alcantara. Alcantara. That's it. He said, I lost my best friend. That's what he said on Facebook. So Nolan's friends 3 weeks ago are refusing to communicate with his parents. Them ain't no friends. Them ain't his friends. Okay, wait. Hit a wrong button. Wyatt Pyron, Eric Alcantara, Eli, and Warren. And Morgan? Who's Morgan? He says, how can a island that was searched yesterday produce my grandson's body the next day? Okay. Tell us, I'm not, if you guys can get an age when I'm doing this. No friends. They made no friends. They ain't no friends to nobody. That's why they need to tell the truth. They ain't even a friend to themselves. Okay, tell us about Eric. Eric Alcantara on the boat. He was on the boat. Eric Alcantara. We find all these names. It's funny that these names are not being mentioned. Okay, they stay in low key, but we're gonna bring them out because they're all negligent. They're all negligent. What's the energy with Eric Alcantara on the boat in the death of Nolan Wells? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Oh, we turning up whole cards tonight. I'm not even supposed to be on this long, but I got to cover these people. Say, that was on the boat. I didn't know I was going to go through all this. Ooh, the high priestess in reverse. Secrets out. Tell us more. The mini death card. The four swords in reverse. The two of pentacles. Balance. Choices. Partnerships. He was in it too. Ten of Cups in reverse. Intoxicated. Six of Swords on the boat. The Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay. The Seven of Wands in reverse is surrender, losses, exhaustion. So he was on the boat too. He has the burden of proof as well. He's stressed out, and rightfully so. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. He's being manipulated as well. And the King of Cups in reverse. and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, wee! What did we say about that Nine of Pentacles in reverse? So there's a false sense of security. Okay. Uh, on this boat, at this event, 4th of July, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Regret. So this guy, Eric, is worried. He's regretting. He was on the boat. He was partying too. And he's regretting it. Boy, this is a hell of a hangover, I tell you. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. Recklessness. And the Seven of Pentacles. Waiting. Patience. Now, this could be there could have been a plan that maybe everybody on the boat was not aware of. Okay? And Justice in reverse. See, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's some, what is it called? Dishonesty. There we go. With this gentleman as well. And the Queen of Wands in reverse. Mm, mm, mm. And the Three of Wands in reverse. Oh yeah. So this Queen of Wands energy is presenting an obstacle for these people on the boat. Here she comes. She's always coming up in the business. She's the obstacle. She's the one that's causing the delays. And then we have death. And the Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah. And the King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they're all being manipulated by these older people. And the Knight of Swords. Uh-huh. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Wait, excuse me. The Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. Mm-hmm. And the Sun in reverse. And the World. Okay. I would not be surprised if these people who are getting this Knight of Swords charging in energy may have had something to do, may have been in the fight. Okay. I don't know if maybe they may have thrown a few punches. Of course, they're going to say they tried to break it up. Okay. But he knows, and he's being manipulated. Okay? We did Wyatt. We did Wyatt. Now we are going to do, who is this Morgan? Who's Morgan? A woman claims that she witnessed the altercation involving Nolan Wells from a nearby boat. According to her account, the confrontation began over a dispute involving Nolan's phone, and she says she heard him yelling for it to be returned. She alleges the argument later escalated into a physical fight involving multiple people after they reached shore. After they reached shore, they was out there fighting. The woman also claims she sent a direct message on July 7th to one of the people she says was involved, stating that she had video footage and intended to provide information to law enforcement. Okay? There are allegations made by the woman and have not been independently verified by investigators. Authorities have not publicly confirmed her account, and the investigation into Nolan Wells' death remains ongoing. Okay, there you have it. A witness. It's saying Katie was on the boat. Maybe, I don't know if she was on the boat. Now, I don't know what time, allegedly, these folks was on the boat. Okay. Somebody's asking about the name Aries, as the same as I am. Has anybody heard about this name during the case? See what I'm saying? Okay, so maybe the yelling and the getting loud and the argument called this lady's attention. She heard it, and she turns her attention to what's going on over there. Okay, so they may have something, but they're not saying it. Okay, and what they're doing is they're saying that. Well, I'm not saying this woman. Okay, so Nolan's friend Tristan says that was not Nolan, that was me. Okay, and wasn't he kicked off the island? Somebody got kicked off for fighting. Okay, but nevertheless, I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. Just from that incident, and they was fighting. Okay, and some other people jumped in. That was probably the same scenario with Nolan. That's why I'm saying I'm getting the feeling that uh, these some of these people, these ones, especially these ones we ain't hearing about, may have jumped in on the fight. Okay. Morgan Seymour. Okay. What? Oh, she leaving a message? Girl, she's interrupting my Morgan Seymour. Oh, Ocean Springs, Mississippi. What? I'm just gonna put Nolan's friend. A fundraiser has raised almost $100,000 on behalf of Nolan Wells' friends, Warren, Jax, and Morgan. They have raised $950,000 for their own legal. Ooh, this is 6 hours ago. 6 hours ago, and this is Rolling Stones magazine. Okay, you know Rolling Stones don't play. Nolan Wells' friends raised. Okay, now they changed it to 95,000. Okay, $95,000 for their own legal defense fund. The fundraiser was started in anticipation of any wrongful death lawsuits. Didn't I tell you? Okay, and to pursue potential defamation claims against the online mob. Okay. Uh, well, honey, I'm here to tell you, you're going to need more money than that. Okay. So, the parents said, y'all better get up on some money. Y'all better get out there. Okay. I don't care what you got to sell, but y'all better get out there and get y'all some money. All these families have shown up in the cards, okay, as family disputes and the finances, honey. And they, whoo, pardon my speech, okay, but y'all gonna have to get out on the whole straw, okay? Because the family, the family is not having it. That's what the argument is about. Y'all, y'all better get out there and raise some money because y'all grown adults, okay? Y'all not finna ruin this household over y'all underage drinking, out there fighting, and then y'all done threw the boy back in the water instead of trying to get him help. Didn't give him CPR, didn't do nothing. Threw him back in the water, or threw him in the water, and said he came up missing. Okay? They ain't making no money from his death. They die. Okay, you can look at it like that if you want to, but they gonna need more than 95,000, and then so they can sue defamation of character. Girl, okay, wrongful death lawsuit when you are caught lying, and we got it on camera. That just throws your defamation right on out the door because she was lying. Nah, they ain't got no powerful money, powerful figures involved because they not involved. The boys on that boat is involved, and they grown. They're not of age to drink, but they're 18 and over. You on your own, buddy. I've been raising you for 18 years, and you pull this mess right here. Oh no. They trying to say they own butts. Ooh, sucky now. Now let's get into Morgan. Morgan Seymour. He was on the boat too. Who's getting lost? Man, okay. Oh, this video is almost 3 hours. We're gonna do this read on Morgan, and then I gotta get off to go get me something to eat. I may come back on here, okay, and we're gonna continue this out. But right now, okay, we're gonna do this one read on Morgan. Why they got Nolan name on it? Because you gotta get the attraction. Don't nobody know you if you don't use his name. Ooh, wait, let me fit. Okay, wait. Okay, beyond defensive measures, the father of Wells' purported best friend, Warren Hudson, said the money will be used. Okay, so Warren's daddy said the money will be used to go after those who falsely and wrongly blame Wells' friends for having any part in how the Mississippi teen's body was discovered after spending the 4th of July on a boat with friends. They desperate. They grasping at straws. Okay. Although the case's circumstances are still being investigated by the local officials, Wells' death quickly attracted national attention and led to rampant speculation as to how a black teenager in a mostly white friend group mysteriously disappeared and died in the Deep South on what was supposed to be a festive day. Okay. And your lies is what did it. Wells' parents have hired civil rights attorney Ben Crump in the bid for answers and have raised more than $800,000 to fund their own independent investigation. See, they looking at that money. They see that money. Okay. The fundraiser benefiting Wells' friends, specifically named Warren Hudson, Jax, and Morgan as those who had been allegedly inundated with death threats, threats of violence, and defamation after they were either known to be with Wells that day and or seen with photos with him on a boat. Yeah, that's right, Aries. Sookie now. Mm-hmm. But see, the thing about it is this has divided the town. Okay. Not everybody in the town is jumping on the boat. Okay. There's some people who refuse to get on that boat. They're not taking that ride. They're not going for it. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. And this is how you go see, I mean, this is the nerve, the audacity. Okay. Where's that card? Okay, here we go. The audacity day. Let me see what the audacity has to say, because this is some audacity here. Okay. To talk about defending you and you sitting up here lying. Even if you had nothing to do with the boy's death, you're sitting up here lying. And they said they accused me. And you get. Let's look and see. Okay. Three cards. The audacity of these people to be raising money for their defense and to sue others for defamation and the death of Nolan Wells. This is Warren and Eli and who else? Is it Eric? see these fools. Warren, Eli, and Morgan. Okay. Now Eli apparently goes by the name of Jack. So what's the? I mean, what's the energy? What's the energy? What you want us to know? Okay. And thank you for your answers. The audacity deck. That's a lot of nerve. Okay. We're going to get three cards. Okay. That is so unbelievable. Okay. The life of the party. Oh. Okay. The life of the party. And the Empress. There she go. That's the energy. And the influencer. Okay. The influencer. So they are trying to influence the life of the party, okay, who's the skeleton. So I take it as Nolan, okay? And then we have the Empress, who's in the middle. The influencer. Who's the influencer? Okay, give us the influencer. Give us the energy of the influencer, okay, in this. The influencer. Give us the influencer in this energy. Okay. You can cut these cards and give us an influencer. There we go. The Three of Pentacles, his friends. Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords, Lion, trying to get away with something. They hiding. And the Moon in reverse. Okay, so the Moon in reverse is coming out. Okay, that's what that is. It's three people in this. Three people. Thank you for the $10. Thank you, Sharon. That was generous of you. Nolan being involved with an older white woman. Well, we took that as the judge. Let me ask the cards, though, specifically what you're saying. So that's the energy, okay? It's coming out. They're hiding. They're lying. And these three people. So the thing, what I'm getting, the energy I'm getting from that is that out of all those people that were on the boat, is three of them. Three of them that are hiding. Three of them that were in cahoots. Okay? And you're asking, okay, was Nolan ever involved with an older white woman? Okay. Four cards. Was Nolan ever involved with an older white woman? Four cards. What do you want us to know? What do you want us to know? Four cards. And thank you for your answer. That Nolan was involved with an older white woman. cards. 4 cards. At the bottom is the Three of Swords, okay? And the Three of Swords talks about healing and forgiveness, okay? It also talks about letting go and moving on. Okay. 4 cards, 4 cards. Gotta hold these cards so they don't all fall, but I don't want them to, I want to hold them all at once. And I want to pick from them all at once. Okay. So we have the Three of Swords in reverse. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. We do have overindulgence, okay? Too much drinking. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, okay? We have the Moon in reverse. And we have the Page of Wands in reverse. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, that is a no. These are all no's. Okay. Tell us more. Tell us more. 4 more cards. Can you clarify this? 4 more cards. Now, the energy that I got yesterday. See how the energy changes like that? Okay. It was all, usually I got that there was no involvement. Okay. But yesterday, the Hierophant in reverse. Now, this talks about going against the norms, rebellion. The King of Swords in reverse. The Seven of Wands in reverse. And Temperance in reverse. So I'm still getting no's. No, 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 no. I'm getting double no's. So I'm going to take that as no. I'm not going to press the issue. Well, yeah, he had to have gotten the drinks from them. Okay, because the thing about it is the adults are the only ones who can bring in liquor because they're the only one that can get it. You see what I'm saying? But the fact that they're not responsible, they're not being responsible about who's drinking the liquor. Say, they just brought it, okay, and they having a good time. You go in there and they got a cooler full of beer, a wine or whatever, okay, and you grab one. They busy talking to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no lock on the thing, so you have to ask, and they can discern. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yeah, they brought it on. They're not responsible, okay? Because some people, even though their children are underage, they're very loose in them having access. The thing about it is there's a lot of responsibility that these people will be bearing, okay? However, I'm looking at the friends, the friends, the friends who left this boy, who witnessed this and lied about it, okay? That's who I'm looking at because that's where the truth lies, okay? I'm not even concerned so much about the underage drinking, as however it had a lot to do with the fighting and the arguing. Okay, everybody holds liquor. Everybody holds everybody holds their liquor differently. And we all know about those happy drunks and those violent drunks and depressing drunks. We know about them all. You see what I'm saying? Okay. And a lot of people don't like to be around people who are violent drunks when they're trying to have a good time. But you got all these people here and all these different personalities you don't know. And you're not around these people when they drink. You are around them on the 4th of July. But how often are these people drinking? Because they're underage. See what I'm saying? Okay. So let's go into Morgan. Morgan Seymour. Let's ask the energy because he was on the boat. Morgan Seymour. His energy on the boat. Okay, what's going on? Morgan Seymour. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Oh, yeah. It's a good old nasty shuffle. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, the magician in reverse. So the magician in reverse talks about manipulation, deceit, illusion, confusion, bad intentions. Ooh, tell us more. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh. Now, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is giving up, inexperience, and lack of, of ambition. Oh, wow. Lack of ambition. He was on the boat. There go the boat. There go the boat. Oh. And the Empress in reverse. Okay. I think he was having him a good old time, okay? He's up to no good, this guy here. We got to look at him. What was his name? Morgan. And the Five of Cups. Yeah, now they all despair and regret now that they did what they did. And now they didn't lie about it. And now they got to figure out how they're going to get out this lie. Mm-hmm. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, he's trying to get out of it. And the Tower and avoid disaster. Oh, yeah. The Five of Swords in reverse. Okay. Avoiding an argument. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Oh, deceit and regret. And the King of Swords in reverse. Yep, he lying. And the Two of Cups. He was in it. He was in it. Partnership. He was in on it too. And the Ace of Swords. There's a truth and there's clarity. Oh, boy, they got these folks running for the floors. Trying to get away. They running like roaches, girl. That done been sprayed with some Raid. Oh, child. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Corruption. Okay, wait a minute. Lazy, stagnant, selfishness. Uh-huh. Running like, oh my goodness, there she go again. There she all up in the sauce. She was all with these boys. Something ain't right with this girl. I don't know what it is. We're going to have to draw another one when I come back. But something ain't right with this girl. She up in here with all these little boys. And the high priestess in reverse. So whatever secret she had going out, she had going on, the secret is out. Okay? And the Eight of Cups in reverse. Regret. She regrets the secret getting out. Maybe the secret was her and Nolan. And if her and Nolan was all cozied up on the boat, that might have been the secret that came out. Okay? And she's stressed out about it. That may have been the secret, because she says she hasn't talked to Nolan in a year. Well, maybe you was making up for good old times, or you was lying. Okay. And the Ace of Cups in reverse. Ooh. Depression. Uninspired. And the Six of Cups in reverse. Can't let go of the past. Can't none of them let go of the past. And the Seven of Cups. Smoke and mirrors. Yep. She had them all fooled. I don't know. She might have been messing with all of them, girl. Okay. And the Ten of Cups in reverse. Overindulgence. Getting high. The Lovers. Bad choices. Bad relationships. And the Fool. Okay. And the Three of Cups. I'm trying to tell you, look at them. All up in the sauce, partying, drinking. Mm-hmm. And look at the different cups. Look at the different cups representing the different drinks, the different choices, the different under the influence. Oh, child. And there go the little kitty cat. This was the plan. This was their plan. This was their plan, was to get high and drunk. That was the plan. And now they trying to get over the nightmare. Yep. Allegedly. For your entertainment. Give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And do you guys want me to come back later in a couple of hours? What time is it? Oh, I got 7:30 here, which would be 9:30. Well, if you're here, you're here. If you're not, you're not. Okay. But I'm going to try and come back. Okay. I'll try and come back in a couple of hours. I got to get me something to eat and call this girl. She keeps calling me. She might got something to say. And yeah, we got to be back because we got some more people to read on. So, nevertheless, stay blessed. Bye.